just a strike to start with. And we hear thunder. It's... oh yeah, that was close. Probably the closest one so far. It was close to sea. Okay, let me give you some information. It's 8th of June 2007. Right now my location is here on the map, right on this end, eastern of England, the radar. But I drove here from London Heathrow, where I got the car. All the way it was sort of raining, a few lightning strikes. As I was approaching here, there was quite a strong core over the ocean. Well, there are a few periods with frequent lightning, but the main activity is off to the ocean, which is in the direction where the camera is pointing right now. From time to time there is a strike. Mostly it's intra-cloud, and there is a long thunder each time after a strike, so this means that it's very far distant, which means that the clouds are sort of, the thunder clouds are very large. They developed in a warm air convection, which is due to a low located sort of northeast France, and all the storms were going on overnight. And I got here just now. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 right now. There's really nothing much interesting. There's lots of cloud around, nothing pretty severe, just lightning and thunder. Even the lightning strikes are sort of covered in rain, so I can't see many of them. Oh, that was a nice one. Yes, it's less than 2 kilometers from here. The strikes are just off to the ocean, of the shore. The beach is like right over that fence, so about a mile, maybe 2 kilometers from here. So I'll download the radar and show you how it looks on the radar, the reflectivity. And there is almost constant thunder coming from far away, and that far away is somewhere over the ocean. Okay, no thunder, no strikes, so I'm gonna turn the camera off, because it's very unlikely that I will catch a strike. Okay, just to recap, put some new information about the chase. The last storm which I was chasing, I believe the last typing was when I was still on a beachfront near Canterbury. The storm moved towards the north and escaped me over this channel. I was sort of here and the storm went towards the sea and then crossed over the eastern part of East Anglia and then went off to the North Sea, where it is now. Actually, the storm over there is another one which developed just behind it. These clouds are the remnants of the storm which I was chasing over there in the morning. And how the storm wasn't like particularly interesting, it was just rain. Some nice lightning strikes, but nothing particular. And right now this is my location, sort of northeast of the Isle of Wight. And I'm in a region where Cape between 800 and 1000 should develop by 4 PM. The time now is 2:30. And there are no showers right now, but some nice looking cumulus growing up around me. So I'm expecting initiation in the next couple of hours. And there are some nice cumulus over there as well. I'm not sure how much you can see, but also some about cumulus mediocris stage. So I'm gonna wait here and see what it is. Hopefully something will develop, not like last time when there was also about, well, there was a bit less cape, there was about 600 cape. It looked very nice for storms and nothing developed at the end. But today we have at least some cumulus growing, so there is hope. Just realized how nicely that one is growing. Nice cumulus mediocris. It's probably the first one which is making it that far. Okay, it's after 4 o'clock and some clouds are getting sort of isolated. Like this one. This nice cloud base, and it's also quite high. It could be a potential development for initiation if it sustains. There is another cloud which is looking nicely, but it's more of an isolated cloud. And this one is to the west of me, and the other one, which is, well, I can see the top of it just here, is to the south. And it still looks it's growing. And some other clouds which are sort of broken out, cumuli mediocres. That's to the east of me. To the north is more of a clear sky. And the interesting thing is that the clouds to the north of me are moving sort of towards the southwest, and the clouds to the south of me are moving like more towards the, I would say, east. So there could be a convergence zone somewhere developing soon, and they look like they are approaching me, so there may be a development in that one. 5 o'clock p.m. and the bases are, the clouds are getting more and more organized. There are some bases around here. Everywhere around me there are at least some clouds. 22 degrees is the temperature. Some nice looking cumulus which look promising. Yeah, but if there are like too many around, then none of them will grow up, so it would be better if there were some isolated ones which would take all the cake for themselves and just shoot up. But there is some vertical motion in every one of them. I might chase those two dots. I will show you on the radar where they are. Let's show you. Over there, the blue dot, it looks like a first shower. It's about 50 kilometers west of me, so I'm gonna try and chase it. I'll do like a search on it, how quickly it is developing, and then I'll see, but I'll probably chase this one. 1725. Yeah, that I was saying about chasing has sort of started to disappear from the radar, so I'm not sure if it was a real precip zone or not. It may have been, but it fell apart. There is some very light rain here. I'm not sure if it's still falling, but yeah, that is a raindrop. As you can see, it's very small, but there are some very nice looking clouds in the vicinity. There is one over there, shaping it better and better with time. It's like this one. It looks like almost a towering cumulus, and it has like went up so quickly. Looks like even some kind of, that's going up very quickly. I'm gonna try to capture some of its vertical motion. It looks like there is a layer of stable air just above it, which it is lifting, and it's sort of making this cup. I'm not sure whether it is one or whether it's just some random cloud. There is one over there which isn't as rapidly growing, but also interesting one. It's not as quickly growing as the other one, but in here it looks nice. And if this is isolated, if it's only here where the clouds develop so quickly, then it's a good sign. All the energy will be available to them. Like if this one grows even more, I will consider chasing it, but it has still prove some growing, and maybe I'll wait if it appears on the radar. But it shows there are some vertical wind speeds, so even if this one doesn't make it, then there will be another one. And this one has started to look very nice, so I'm gonna check the radar. After a while I'll make another shot of it. Time is 17:40, 20 to 6 p.m. There is something which looks, I'm not sure if the radar overestimates it or if there is really such a strong echo, but this would be about, okay, sorry for the interruption, the battery. Yeah, that echo was about 25 to 30 kilometers east of here. I'm not sure which one it is. It's not this one I'm taping, but this is a nice towering cumulus, so I'm gonna wait for the next one, and if it is, I'll shoot out for it. We have a new radar, so now let's make the decision. Is it there? Oh, nice. This green one. Yeah, actually this green one could be that cloud I'm watching. Let's just see, it's from 1730. Yeah, let me just zoom in a bit more. I'm like right. You can see the Isle of Wight. I'm sort of, sorry for the bad quality of this, but yeah, if you can see these three channels, I'm just north of this one, and here this shows that I'm just north of this one, and there is an echo in that direction, which basically shows it's going to be this cloud. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for the next radar to see, and then if it holds, I'll move north in the path of this nice cloud. But there is the growing motion, there is some other growing motion. There's like one main cell, Right in front of it is another one. There may be one more here, and there is like one smaller one to the left of it. So if all this rising motion holds together, that could shoot up a storm. There should be like almost 1000 joules of Cape according to GFS, so that could make a nice storm. That main cloud is sort of losing its growth, but there are these other ones which are still bubbling up. So new GFS just came out, which decreased the instability a bit. Now there should be up to like 700 joules of Cape maximum instead of 1000, and the lifted index around -2, which is like before, but the area of -2 is a bit smaller. Instability is lower than original forecast, and it shifts the instability more to the west, but the precipitation more to the east. So I'll see what happens. There is still this precipitation area to the west of me. Yeah, some precipitation falling out of those clouds to the east, I mean to the west. But there is as well nice development towards the northeast. Still waiting because none of these look reasonable for a thunderstorm. I'm just monitoring the radar and everything and have the lightning detector on to see if there are any strikes. Above me have clustered together, but there is not much precipitation coming out of them, and I can't see anymore how high they are. There are like two centers of precipitation. One is to the west of me, which could be that cloud, and the other one is east this time. If there is no storm initiation within the next half an hour, I think the chances for any thunderstorms are quite slim. Then it will start to cool down, and the fact that like the cumuli covered the whole sky means that they sort of pumped out the Cape. If any stronger echo develops, then I'll... Yeah, these situations are quite problematic if there is this moisture advection from France into England, because the GFS usually overestimates these Cape values, and even if there is a high Cape, there is no real point for initiation, especially when there is a high pressure and no front nearby, unless it heats up a lot and thunderstorms shoot up. Yeah, the time is 10 to 7. That shore to the west of me is developing nicely. Still a lot of vertical motion. You know, the main problem is that the shores look like they are sort of like choking off themselves. It grows up, then there is some little precipitation, and then it stops. So right now it's 7:05. Still some cumulus around, but right now it's very unlikely that any one of them will make it into a thunderstorm, because the instability will be going down as well. I'll still wait here for another 20 minutes, and if nothing more develops or is visible, then I'll head home.